Guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Royalty, and today we are going to do this beautiful look, and we're going to talk all things SPF 50 plus and which SPF are most likely to give you the flashback during the duration of your makeup day or your makeup life. And if you are interested in finding out how it all came about, let's go right ahead to this makeup tutorial. But first, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, do press notification button. Every time I upload, you'll be notified. Let's hop that to this makeup tutorial. And for the new base in this channel, I really hope that you're going to enjoy it and make yourself comfortable enjoying the Royalty gang. Thank you so much for your subscription and for watching and for your support. Even if you keep watching but do not yet subscribed, please one day consider subscribing because it's boosting my morale to keep doing this. Without wasting any more time, let's hop right into this makeup tutorial. And today we're going to do a very informative makeup video. And by the way, as always, I'm going to start with priming my eyelids and then apply my eyeshadows. And I'm going to use this concealer, and it is from L'Oreal Paris. And the shade that I'm using is the shade Honey. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this. And when it comes to eyeshadows, you guys, I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette. And I think because in South Africa this eyeshadow palette has been discontinued. It was sold by Fortune, and this eyeshadow is Gosh eyeshadow palette. But I would like you not to really concentrate on the eyeshadow palette name, but the colors in which I'm going to use for today's makeup tutorial. And by the way, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use this eyeshadow. I'm just going to apply at the base of my eyelid, and I'm just going to keep applying like that. And anyway, you guys, it is changing color to be looking like it is very dark brown. And you guys, I didn't have any intentions of applying a dark brown smoky eye, but we're going to make it work. We will see how to continue this way. And you guys, because my concealer is still wet on my eyelids, the color of my eyeshadows are most probably going to change colors. But had I set my eyelids, the eyeshadow colors were not going to change that much. But the pigment was going to be an issue. It was going to be less pigment than it is right now. And using this crease brush from Mr. Price, I'm then going to go for this color. And I hope it turns to being burgundy. And I hope it does not disappoint you, sister. And I'm just going to transition my deep brown color. And I'm just going to keep continuing to build up this eyeshadow. This is one quick eyeshadow look that you can have anytime you decide to apply your eyeshadows, and it is very beautiful, super beautiful. I just hope that the camera picks it up the way it is. I always hold my eyeshadow brushes towards the tip of it because I would like the pigment not to be too harsh, but I would like to build my eyeshadows nicely. And by the way, you guys, if you are going to apply your matte eyeshadows, ensure that you use a fluffy brushes. Don't use the brushes that are flat. Let me show you what is a flat brush. This is a flat brush and this is a fluffy brush, suitable to apply your matte eyeshadows and to build them up. This is mostly suitable to apply your shimmery eyeshadows and to really lay them beautiful and to get the pigment. Even if your eyeshadows are not easy to pick with any flat brush, but with this brush, I assure you, you're going to have a very good pickup of shimmery eyeshadow. And then the next eyeshadow I'm then going for, it is going to be this eyeshadow. It is slightly reddish. Okay. It is. And I just want to diffuse the eyeshadow right here. And then you guys, for my inner corner, I'm going to use this eyeshadow. Just going to apply it on my inner corner. And that way, you guys, there we have a beautiful blend of colors on our eyes. And before I could apply anything else, my mascara and everything else, I'm going to use this Hello Good Stuff. And it is from Essence, and I'm going to try and depuff my eyes. This is a depuffing eye serum. If you're going to apply this serum and then you're going to apply your face product, please know that it rubs when it comes in contact with other products, so you need to leave it for a few minutes, if possible 5 to 10 minutes. That way you will get the best results from it. And you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use mascara, and the mascara that I'm going to use is Lash Paradise, and it's just from L'Oreal Paris. And you guys, I know it's easy for some people to apply their fake lashes without really applying any eyeliner. Oh my god, this is a very big line, which I really didn't hope to go for. I wasn't intending to apply a wing eyeliner, but since I have applied a very thick line, I decided to then go ahead and apply a wing eyeliner, with which is something that I did not intend in the first place. To the best of my knowledge, I realized that applying an eyeliner makes my eyelashes to really apply beautiful and to stick nicely, unlike when I did not apply any eyeliner. And then you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pop up my eyelashes, and they are from Adele. I'm just going to easily pop them like that, and please believe I can barely see anything what is happening on my monitor. If there is anything that I did not really see, most definitely I will see it when I'm editing. And as you base your foundation application, you need to also apply your moisturizer, and this moisturizer that I'm using is an African extract moisturizer. It reduces excess oil and it prevents black spots on your face. It does not minimize the appearance of, it prevents. I like to believe that preventing and minimizing are two different ways or different actions that the product can do to it. The eye serum isn't rubbing off, simply because I have let it to sit between 5 and 10 minutes while I was applying my eyelashes and I was doing other stuff. And by the way, you guys, we're going to go ahead and use the SPF, this SPF that I have right here. And as you can see, it is very, very white, and I can say it is one of the SPF that you can apply and not have flashback, because it quickly disappears into your skin. Even if you can buy other products on top of it, it will only just reappear, but it will not give you any flashback. But it definitely does not make your makeup to look any way ashy. From my monitor, I can see that there is a little bit of light this side, which can look like a flashback, but definitely is going to disappear into my skin as I continue to apply and to do the business of the day, which is quite normal. And another SPF that is safe for you, that does not give you a flashback, it is this Nivea SPF. Even though the one that I have right here, it is for a kids, because I normally use it on my baby girl sensitive skin. Before I could get myself this, I used to use this like on a daily basis. This is what I always put under my makeup. SPF is also good for you, especially in winter when your skin is getting too dry, and we always look for the sun. We always try to find the warmth from the sun. That way we believe that the winter sun is not as strong as the summer sun. But let me break the bad news for you. The winter sun, it is not good for you, especially if you are Asian. Yes. I turned 40 a few months ago, and I found that my skin was becoming way too dry, and that way it was making it impossible for me to go back to apply the foundation that I used to apply, the primer that I used to apply. I'm going to use this SPF. Is from Cetaphil, and they said it is for very oily skin and sensitive skin. And by the way, you can use this both on your face as well as on your body. If your body is going to be exposed to the sun, you can use it. But I find this particular SPF to really being having flashback as and when I apply it, to really making me ashy. They said it is water resistant and it has hypoallergy and it is not greasy. They said it won't block your pores. They said it is also suitable under makeup. But from experience, honey, this particular product for my makeup, I always find it to really bring out the ashiness. And by the way, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and apply it. As you can see, you guys, it is really beautiful. The texture of it is so beautiful. Even though they say it is mattifying, it is for oily skin, I always like to debate on it, because I don't think my face is super oily. This is what happens when I use this. It's going to bounce out of my makeup and really make me look slightly ashy. I'm going to continue. I'm going to use my primer, and you guys, I have brought 3 types of primer. This one is a creeping primer. They said it is mattifying, and sometimes it may look like it is safe to apply a mattifying primer when you have applied an SPF, especially if your face is very oily. I'm just going to apply this primer. Just going to apply, and as you can see, you guys, on the side in which I have applied the Bioderma SPF, the ashiness and the flashback is not really kicking that much. On the side on which I have applied the Cetaphil, the one that the brand said is suitable for application under makeup, it is really is making me ashy. It's not even funny that I'm so ashy like that. I hope this makeup tutorial really is going to help you, and I'm going to try and leave this to sit for 2 to 3 minutes before I could apply my foundation. I actually let my primer to sit more than 5 minutes. And by the way, you guys, I'm going to apply I'm going to use this L'Oreal Paris Infallible mattifying foundation, and I'm just going to apply all over my face. I'm going to use a brush to blend this. And you guys, as you apply your foundation, the thicker your foundation is, the better it is, even if you are to drag it, not to tap or pat. But if your foundation is too liquid, and let me show you which foundation I refer them as liquid. This Maybelline foundation is very liquid, and I'm going to try and show you here. This is too runny. This one, it is from L'Oreal. It is not as runny as the one from Maybelline. And this one is also from L'Oreal Paris. It is very, very thick, not very runny. And this one is from Revlon. It is quite runny. If you are to blend your runny foundation, you don't need to drag your sponge, because the coverage will just wipe off instead of building up. But if you are to use this kind of foundation that is just thick, not runny, then even if you are to drag, your brush will not really rub off the foundation off of your face, but it will just blend beautifully. But if your foundation is very runny, and you guys, I'm going to try and ensure that I make enough coverage, especially on the side where I have applied the SPF from Cetaphil. I'm going to ensure that the coverage on that side, it is enough so that the ashiness can be reduced. And I think I should also do a wear test, even though I may not apply it for too long, but I'm going to come back maybe on camera after about an hour or two, just to show you how the makeup is looking when you have applied any of this SPF. Especially, I know that you are also interested in the one that is claiming that it is suitable to be applied under makeup. And you guys, next I'm going to apply my concealer to highlight, and I'm going to just place my concealer right here. And I know this is too light, this is just too light for me, but I like to apply it and mix it with my normal concealer from L'Oreal Paris, the shade Honey. So don't you be afraid, this is gonna be fixed. This is entirely gonna be fixed. If you have flat cheeks and you have a long face, unlike me, I'm not shaming anyone, but I'm going to give you a tip. When you apply your concealer and then you take it up to this area, and then you also push it in this direction, it's going to lift your face. It's going to make your face way longer than it is already. But if you have pointed cheeks like myself, your concealer just need to end right up here, and I'm going to take mine this way because I don't have a long face and I would like to have a much lifted look. And you guys, I'm not sure if you can see what I was talking about, that when you apply your concealer and then you take it up, it actually is lifting up your face, making your face to look a little bit narrowed than when your face is already narrow. You don't need to apply your concealer in this direction because it really is going to give it a lift on the side. So that way, when you apply each and every product and then you put your concealer to this area, child, is going to make you to have a long face, unless if you have no pointed out cheeks. Let's not forget that you need to look up and push your powder right into your fine lines to do away with the creasing of the eyes. Then I'm just going to keep looking into your eyes while I apply my. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply right here, and not forgetting my cupid's bow as well as my chin. And I think I love it, you guys, when I give out the tips in which they work for me, for someone else to always go and check and always test them for themselves. Because some of this makeup application, makeup hacks and makeup tips, it is not a blanket approach. It is something that works for someone else that may have other people who may have a similar issue, but really not work for other people, depending on how deep you go into testing if some of these tips are working. And then you guys, I'm going to take the Palladium Matte Bronzer, just going to apply and to bronze the perimeters of my face. And anyway, you guys, the wig that I'm wearing right here, maybe it's your first time seeing it. It is the wig that I bought that I didn't really like, that I felt like I have wasted a lot of my money when I bought it because it didn't come out as it was advertised. When it arrived home, I found that it had two textures. The closure was for water wave kink, and then the whole body of the entire look was a curly kink. That way I decided that I'm going to plait it so that I can be able to use it. You know, life is very rough. You need to be using and sparing some coins, so I thought that I should repurpose it after really finding a way to really make it a little bit appealing to my face. But I'm not sure if you can agree with me. It doesn't look as disappointing as it was on its first arrival. Because of my eyes color, I think for the blush I'm going to use this eyeshadow. And by the way, why am I using eyeshadow for a blusher? It is because I want to repurpose some of this product that I have right here. I'm repurposing simply because a blush is an eyeshadow that is being put into a bigger palette. I can use this bronzer as my eyeshadow. These are just the same product. Eyeshadow, bronzer, they are the same product. Eyeshadow, blush, they are the same product. They are only being put into a much bigger container or much bigger carrier. That is if I'm making sense, because sometimes I can hardly make sense to myself. And anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face using this highlighter from Maybelline. And by the way, you guys, myself knowing the product that I prefer, I would say Maybelline has disappointed me in many times. Not it disappointed me in a bad way, disappointed me in saying that Maybelline's products, they are high quality. Maybelline and L'Oreal Paris, I think also Revlon, these look like not the affordable quality, but they look like the high end, and sometimes they supersede them way far. So you guys, if there is a brand that I can recommend for you when it comes to high quality makeup, there are only 3. So far there are only 3. It's Maybelline, it's L'Oreal Paris, as well as Revlon. Those are the 3 musketeers. Those are the best 3 brands in which I think their products, they are very high quality. They are of the highest quality. I always do this just to reduce the length of my nose, because sometimes when I apply the nose contour, it always makes my nose to look elongated, and I don't have a long pointed out nose. No, I don't have. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight my nose bridge as well as my cupid's bow. I think I should also highlight my eyebrow bone. It's been a long since I have applied an eyebrow bone highlight. I started to incorporate in my filming the videos of which I'm solving your issues, because so those issues in which I'm going to try and solve for you is the issues that I encountered myself as I'm applying my makeup. I realized that there were things that I really had to learn the hardest way, maneuver my products around for me to look a different type of way. And by the way, you guys, I'm using Yardley and the shade is Caramelized. This is my skin tone shade powder that I always go for. A skin tone shade powder does help you to diffuse the product in which you have applied and to cover your face, and it does really neutralizes the harsh application of the product that you have applied on your face. And then for my under eye, I'm going to use this eyeshadow. You guys, to set my face, I'm going to use Yardley in 3-in-1 makeup fixing spray. It's hydrating formula, which means it is good for you to apply in winter. If you have a dry skin, you can use this setting spray. And then you guys, I'm going to use this lip liner pencil, and it is from LA Girl. The shade is Chocolate, and I'm just going to outline my lips. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to use Essence Matte Liquid Lipstick, and it's an 8-hour. They said it's comfortable and it is kiss proof. And the shade that I'm going to use is Cool Mauve. Otherwise, this is a very beautiful color. This is a very beautiful color from Essence, and they said it's kiss proof. Maybe after an hour when I come back to show you how my makeup is looking after applying those SPFs, then if this lipstick will still be on and be like this, and really it doesn't feel like I have applied a matte lipstick. And by the way, you guys, this is an hour later. I thought to come on camera and just to show you what it's like after an hour if we had any flashback. So this is the final look of this makeup tutorial. I really hope you love it. I hope you will share. Don't forget to press notification button every time when I upload, you will be notified. This is your girl LT, signing off.